The Waseda University International Community Center Student Seminar gave questionnaires to 333 Waseda students asking the following question.
Do you think multiculturalism is sufficiently promoted at Waseda University?
Yes. Results of the survey showed several trends among Japanese students and international students, as well as among international departments and other departments. While about half of Japanese students answered yes and half answered no, approximately 85% of international students said that multiculturalism exists on campus. So, what were the trends and answers for international departments, those with nearly a quarter of the students from overseas, and other departments? The reason for this may in part be due to the fact that 70% of Waseda's international students are in international departments. However, nearly 93% of Waseda's Japanese students are not in international departments. So, we conducted the analysis in two categories: Japanese students and international students. Why did some Japanese and international students answer that multiculturalism was not being sufficiently promoted at Waseda? The most common reason given was a lack of chances for exchange between Japanese and international students.
早稲田でいっぱい外国人の留学生の方とかいるんですけど、全く普段話す機会もないんで。
Several students answered no because they were unable to have any exchange in the first place. Might that be a result of the disproportionate enrollment of overseas students in international departments? Another common trend was that the answer depends on one's department.
教養学部には留学生とかいると思うんですけど、他の学部の人と交流とかしてないと思うんですが、
法学部だったら、ノーだと思う。
法学部だともう皆さんそれは。
The answer is no at the School of Law. Is this true or not? However, it is also true that some students of SILS, where there are the most number of international students at Waseda, do not think that multiculturalism is necessarily promoted. Now, let's look at some images showing significant differences in student opinions among international departments and other departments.
Hey guys, you know Professor Sanduru?
Yeah, I just had his class. He's so strict with Jikoku.
And he have 3 report. なんか一番厳しい先生と思う。
Right.
私授業遅刻3回もしちゃった。
Oh my god, then you are going to fail that class.
なんかさ、早稲田って留学生多いけど友達一人もできないよね。
やっぱり国共生だったり虹の会に入ってるわけじゃないし、私も時々そう思うよ。だよね。なんかさ、うちらが留学生と交流できる機会って限られてるし、自分たちから行かなくちゃいけないじゃん。
そっか。なんか友達一人ぐらい欲しいけどなんとかなんないのかな。
Although the VTR may have exaggerated the situation in order to enhance understanding, these vast differences in circumstance and experience actually do exist on campus. What you've seen up to now shows that clearly Japanese students are aware of the issue. But what about international students?
Foreign students tend to going out with the students of the same nationality. Just Chinese students are hanging out with Chinese ones, and Americans are hanging out with the students from English-speaking countries. I think it's a very severe question out here, even though we have so many foreigner students, but it seems to not get along very well with each other.
It also seems that international students feel this way because they are in an environment where they are surrounded by people of various nationalities. So far, the focus has been on the opinion that multiculturalism has not been sufficiently promoted on campus. However, the clear majority of respondents, 65%, answered that multiculturalism was in fact occurring on campus. What reason did these students give for their answer? A variety of explanations were given, but the most common reason was the fact that there are a lot of international students on campus.
たくさんの国から来てる留学生とかいますし、早稲田歩いてても結構日本語だけじゃなくて、英語なんてもちろん毎日聞きますし、韓国語、中国語とかいろんな言語とか、やっぱり人種的に見てもアジア系だけでなくて白人とか黒人の方もいろいろ毎日見ることができるので、すごいなんか多文化共生っていう意味ではある程度は成り立ってるのかなっていうふうに考えてます。
Indeed, at Waseda, it's a common occurrence to see international students from various countries and to hear a wide range of languages being spoken. However, does this really mean that multiculturalism exists on campus? Let's now look at the second most common reason given, which was that there are various opportunities for exchange provided through university institutions and clubs.
SEALs does make a really good effort to try and include as many aspects of different cultures that are at Waseda in like the different activities and stuff like that. Like, for example, I'm a member of Niji no Kai, so yeah, and they always really do go out of their way to try and include foreign students in their club because it is an international club. And I always feel very welcome going to gatherings or anything like that because the Japanese students are make an effort to be very welcoming. So I appreciate that.
Indeed, at Waseda, international activities are supported by the university and student clubs. Especially in international departments, there are people from a variety of countries, so communicating in Japanese and English is an everyday occurrence. Well then, what about for people outside of international departments? There is the ICC, which creates cultural exchange events and programs, from sports events to cultural events. However, if you don't come to the ICC, then it's hard to take part in exchange between international and Japanese students. Is this really an ideally multicultural campus? The current situation at Waseda is this. Most of the students think that since there are an abundance of international students, a variety of languages spoken, and international institutions and clubs, multiculturalism exists on campus. So, where do the opinions and views of those who think it's not occurring on campus differ? Whether Waseda students answered yes or no to the question depends on what one sees as the aims and realities of multiculturalism, which can vary greatly. From whether Waseda students feel multiculturalism exists just in one group, to believing it exists throughout the entire campus, it seems there is still a large gap between these two perceptions of the university. Multiculturalism. It's recently a trendy word, but if you think about it carefully, it's hard to define. Let's now take this opportunity to think about it.